Hi guys, Andy Carter here, PGA Teaching Pro at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester, and today is the final episode of Find Carter Some New Clubs, and I've whittled it down to 3 finalists, and I've got the Cobra Fly Z, I've got the Callaway XR Pro, and I've got the Titleist 915 D3. They're all going up against my own 910 D3, obviously, which if you've seen any of the episodes, I'm kind of pretty consistent with. And what I'm looking for at the moment is a driver that's going to give me the same consistency off the tee in terms of direction, but try and buy me that extra 10 to 15 yards. Now, the technology is definitely out there for that, to try and get that extra bit of distance. And I'm also working a little bit on my golf swing as well to also try and increase my distance. I'm actively at the moment trying to increase my ball speed with my own driver. It's in and around about 159 miles per hour ball speed. What I've found so far whilst testing all these new clubs is that my ball speed is rising above the 160 mark, and that's what I'm looking for. Optimally, I'm looking for 165. But I need to work a little bit more on my golf swing. But the drivers, without working on my golf swing, have got me up to kind of 161, 162. So that's something that I really, really need in my game. That's something that's going to get me that little bit closer to the greens. Therefore, I can hit shorter irons into greens, therefore making more putts and better scores. I play a lot on the kind of the North Region PGA circuit, and I'm not necessarily one of the longest out there. So with the improvement of technology, with the improvement of my golf swing over the next couple of weeks or so, I want to try and get myself out there. Now, don't get me wrong, distance is not everything at all. However, when I'm looking at my game, when I'm looking at my stats, when I'm looking at my short iron play, I'm thinking I need to use more of that. I need to use more wedges. I need to use more 9-irons. I need to use more pitch shots into greens. And to get there, I need to get closer to the green in the first place. And this is the area where I think I can certainly improve my distance. A couple of my colleagues of mine as well also hit the ball a similar distance to me, if not sometimes a little bit further. So I have got distance in there to try and gain, to therefore improve my scores. Now, this is my second filming of this, because I did film it a couple of weeks ago. I had a bit of a computer malfunction. Things went wrong. What can I say? So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it completely fresh, start it again. I've had my holiday, I've worked a little bit on my game, and I'm coming back fresh insight into 3 new drivers and my own, and let's see which one performs the best. I'm going to start with the Callaway XR, and then I'm going to hit 5 balls with each Callaway, Cobra, Titleist, and at the end we're going to check out all the stats, and let's see who comes out the victor. Right, so Callaway's up. I'm going to have 5 balls with each. Club looks really good on the ground, a really nice face, really kind of nice deep face as well, but the top of the crown of the head looks quite nice, looks very appealing. The shaft, I'm very happy with the shaft. I've tried it on a few different drivers. It's the Speeder extra stiff shaft, and the grip's very much the same as what I've got in my own as well. So the comfort of the club is certainly there. And the shot I'm going to try and play is a little bit of a fade, so I am going to slightly open myself, and this is something I would generally do on the golf course, is just hit a little cut off the tee. Again, it's giving me that little bit more of a bit more control. Maybe left the face a touch open, but not the worst shot in the world. Okay, try another one. That's a strike, straight shot. Just drifting a tiny bit, possibly on the wind. Hit decent distance with that. That felt really, really good off the face. Really nice, really, really good. Come on, ball. A tiny bit off the toe, but it just gives that little bit of shape back into the middle of the fairway. And I'd say it regained a bit of distance with the roll. But again, it's showing the technology of the club face. I mean, I hit it probably just off the edge of the centre, so I don't think I lost a million yards, but I want the middle of the face. That one sounded loud. Flew off the face quite nicely, actually. One more. I went for that one. I think I pulled a muscle. I went for it. Distance-wise, looks okay. A little bit left, probably missed the fairway. Could be in a little bit of danger if I was on a golf course, but I kind of laid into that one a little bit just to get a little bit more out of it. The fades felt quite comfortable to play. I caught one a little bit off the toe, but I mean the gear effect, the face technology helped me bring it back into play. I'm really happy with this driver. I like the feel of it. I like the look of it on the ground. It's certainly something that I'm really excited about even keeping as my own driver into the future. So this is definitely a possibility for me. Right guys, I'm going to try out the Cobra now. Let's see if that can be better. Let's see if we can get a bit more distance, but maybe get the tightness of the shots a little bit closer together as well. Right, Mr. Cobra, off you got for me. Little fade off the tee as well, just shaping it down the left side of the fairway. Not bad, a tiny bit off the bottom, so spin rate would have been very high. Lost a little bit of distance as a result. Oh, I didn't like that at all. I have taken the Cobra onto the golf course. Guys, if you follow me on my social media, you'll see that I've done a few updates on the golf course. I actually took the Cobra out and I did like it. I don't think it performed as well on the golf course as what I thought it did in the driving range. That was really important for me to see in kind of on a golf course environment. I've also since taken the Titleist onto the golf course as well, which I actually did enjoy. So the Cobra didn't quite do it for me on the course. But I mean, if it hits shots like that all the time, it'll do anything. Go on. Not bad, not bad. Decent flight on it. Good direction. Strike felt pretty good. Sound is not perfect. Come on. Okay, second attempt of kind of hitting the Cobra for you guys on film, and obviously me on the golf course. Not a favourite, to be fair. Not really a... Have one more go. Not something I'm overly comfortable with, especially when I just can compare it straight up to that Callaway. Nah, not for me, that one. Okay, you're cut. Right, so now we're on down to the Titleist. Now I know it's something I've obviously read a lot of comments. It's one driver that everyone expects me to end up with, and to be honest with you, I almost do myself. You've almost convinced me that this is going to be the driver. So I do kind of come onto the driver with a lot of high expectations with the Titleist. Obviously having the 910 for so long as well. So I almost want this to win, but at the same time, I do fancy something slightly different in terms of like so far in terms of the Callaway. So again, I've got the extra stiff shaft. I've put something that's a very similar shaft to what I've already got in terms of the torque, in terms of the weight of the club, and obviously it's extra stiff as well. I've got it on the D1 setting. Again, it's exactly the same as what I play with on my own driver. It's a 9.5 degree D1 setting, so it brings it down to 8.75 degrees with a slightly open club face. Again, for me to try and reduce the spin rate. Let's have 5 balls and let's see how this feels. Come on, ball. Got a massive ball flight on that. Felt really good. Where these balls are landing, I'm actually pitching it into trees, so I can only judge sometimes how high up the tree it goes, which is nice. Practicing hitting my driver into the trees. That was a big swing, that was good. I like that one, I think. Didn't go as far as I thought it would have done though. Again, the feel of the face, the feel of the ball onto club face feels really good. It sits great, but it also sits very similar to what I'm used to seeing as well. So it, out straight away, it is very, very comfortable. That should be quite a long shot. That was quite high up on the club face in a good way. Right, so last one with the drivers. So far they've all felt, club actually feels a little bit heavier. Lost it in the air. Hopefully that's a good sign. Felt really good, felt quite central off the club face. Okay, that felt quite nice actually. I'm gonna have one more with this, just to cancel out one of the bad shots, one of the discrepancies. Pretty good. Okay, happy with that. 6 balls overall, felt very, very good. Strike was nice on most of them. Club face sits really, really good. The feel from the ball off club face was fantastic. Shaft felt pretty good. It felt a little bit heavy actually overall during the golf swing, which could have potentially slowed my ball flight down, so my ball speed down, and slowed my club head speed down as well. So that's something I wouldn't mind having another look at. But club face felt pretty good. Right guys, I've got a little experiment of what a lot of you kind of left comments and saying maybe try my own shaft in the 915 head, and that's what I've done, and it does feel a little bit lighter overall. There wasn't much in between the two, the speedy shaft and the Aldila in terms of the setup, but over in the hand it feels a little bit lighter. I'm gonna have 3 shots with this. Let's see if it can improve my overall stats. Okay, straight away the feel actually feels really good. The shaft does feel a little bit nicer in the hands in relation to the club face, in relation to the previous setup of the club. It feels a little bit lighter during the swing, which I can think will help my club head speed and overall my ball speed. Not bad. Decent direction, decent distance. Right, okay, that was certainly food for thought. I think the shaft in this one is better. Guys, this is why I wanted you to interact with me, because I want you to give me what you think, and I'll just try anything. I'll just see whatever kind of makes my shots better overall. And I've got to admit, my own shaft in the new head seems to have worked a little bit better. Let's check out the results. Right guys, I think we've got a clear winner there. If you look at the overall averages of the drives, you will see that Callaway is much longer. Now I did hit a few extra with the Titleist, which could have possibly ruined my averages overall, because I did change the shafts. Hit a cut, I think they hit one little snap hook with the Cobra, which again would have lowered my average, but it was kind of 20 yards longer overall. But besides of that, I'm not too worried about that. I'm more looking at the club head speed, and the average club head speed was 114 miles per hour. The ball speed was up to 162.5, so I mean I could really get some good distance with it. In terms of its potential, it can keep on growing, because if I keep growing my golf swing, this will keep on growing as well. So I am massively, massively impressed. I did say from the minute I picked it up, it felt comfortable, it looked nice on the ground. After the 5 balls I hit with it, I said, you know what, this is definitely a front runner. Cobra felt good, but not quite as nice. I've had Cobra on the golf course as well, so I also know the feedback from the course where I didn't quite hit as many fairways as I would have liked. Now we can also put this down, a lot of it down to human errors. Don't get me wrong, it's not the golf club's fault. It's what feels comfortable in my hand, and I was definitely between this and the 915, but I think we've got a winner. Callaway XR Pro feels really good, and the stats don't lie. The stats were head and shoulders above the other drivers there. So looks like we've got a new driver in the bag. What do you think, guys? Please leave me some comments below. If you agree with my selection, if you think I should have maybe tried something else. I'm pretty sure I did try everything. I went back, I did try the R50, and a couple of guys were saying to give it another go. I just kind of had a couple of shots with it again, and the stats were actually better second time round, but still not quite good enough. And personally, I didn't really like the feel of the club, the sound of the club. So again, that's something that's really, really important to me. I have looked at Strixon, I have looked at Mizuno. You've seen the Mizuno videos also online. So I feel confident, I feel happy that I've explored every single option. I've whittled it down to the final 3, which I thought were my best 3 in terms of look, feel, consistency, accuracy and distance. So, and I think on the final, Callaway, congratulations, you are in the bag. Okay guys, please add me on the social platforms below here. Leave me some comments, please interact with me. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about how I've tested all the drivers. Do you agree? And also please subscribe to the channel, it's completely free and you'll get plenty of updates on my latest videos coming out, golf tips, also learning to play golf left-handed, so I'm trying to break 90 at the moment, so I've done one course vlog of 3 holes, guys go and check that out as well, that'd be really, really appreciative. And lots of course blogs coming soon. Guys, thank you very much for watching, I'll see you again.